Hi everyone, my name's Hayley and this is part 2 of me reacting live to some clips of some martial art fails. As I mentioned in my previous video, I've been practicing Kyokushin Karate for the last 20 years. If you've not heard of Kyokushin, I highly recommend you type it into Google and have a look. Basically, we're a traditional martial art originated in Japan, and what differentiates us from every other martial art is the fact that we compete the only legal form of bare knuckle fighting. I have quite a broad experience in Kyokushin. I am the head instructor of my father's dojo in South Wales. Then in regards to competing, I was a world champion as a junior, and now as a senior, I'm a European champion. And this time last year, I came second in the world championships. So because of that experience, a lot of my friends, when they see videos, martial art videos, they send them to me. They want to know my reaction. So as I'm here, 10 p.m. in Barcelona on a curfew due to the coronavirus, I thought it would be a bit of fun to watch those videos, video my reaction, share them with you, and sort of give a bit of my take and my knowledge on them as well. So I'm intrigued by this one this time. Let's see what happens. Okay, so I've got the video in front of me. Let's just dive straight in. Okay, 2 seconds in. Did he just use the force? I'm really confused. I think Disney are missing a trick here because we've got a Jedi Master on our hands. I mean, seriously? What? Okay, in all seriousness, the psychology behind combat, fighting, competing in particular, is incredibly important. I would say it's actually 80% a mental game and then 20% developing skills, working hard, getting your body to the point of being able to withstand the punishment and to deliver the techniques you need in order to be able to win a fight. And don't get me wrong, there is a lot of psychology in making your opponent do certain things and reacting in certain ways, little movements you do, etc. But this is just next level. I mean, it's ridiculous. And what's even worse is somebody is paying this gentleman to teach them. Oh dear. Okay. Yeah, sure. No words. No words. Okay, so this young lady seems to be performing what we would call a kata at some form of event somewhere, some sort of demonstration. So a kata is a sequence of movements that has been put together, and they get more and more difficult throughout the grades. So it's a stepping stone on the way to preparing yourself to fight. So we first learn to be able to do techniques stood still. We then learn to be able to move in the relevant stances for those techniques. And then later we are taught to perform it in a certain sequence, which is known as a kata. And then from there you're able to work towards fighting. The katas get more and more difficult based on your grade, so the color of your belt. Kata has actually become an entity in itself. You've got national, European and world championships for kata, and the best of the best, when you watch it, it's phenomenal, absolutely amazing. Now, in regards to the noise coming out of this young lady's mouth, In Kyokushin, which as I said is Japanese, we would call that a kiai. Now a kiai has multiple levels and meaning to it. On a basic level, it's an expression of spirit and of passion. Now, if you've ever been in a dojo and you're all stood there in line performing techniques and you've been doing hundreds and hundreds and everybody is kiaiing, it creates this energy in the room that is so difficult to explain. It's almost electric. And once you've experienced it, it's something very special. It's a connection between you and everybody else in the room, that you're pushing through this suffering together. And it's pretty special, actually, pretty special. Then on a more practical note, kiai teaches us how to breathe and when to breathe, which is very, very important. For example, if I go to strike with a punch and I'm breathing in, everything in my body is tense. And it means that I'm unable to deliver the punch at the maximum potential that I can. If I'm breathing out, I'm letting my body force everything into my technique. So I've got all of my body's capacity and potential behind the punch. Also, if I'm receiving a punch, particularly to the stomach, and I breathe in, I'm going to get winded. So you breathe out to make sure that doesn't happen. And teaching kiai, by forcing that noise out, you're forcing yourself to breathe in a particular way. Now, there's no doubt this young lady has got the spirit and the passion, but I mean, for me personally, it's just a bit much. Oh, wow. Okay. Then you've got this guy. I don't think that's real. That's got to be a joke, right? I mean, this is more like at the after party at the tournament when you've had one too many. There's always that one guy at the tournament, and we all know who he is, that ends up doing this. Oh, okay, cool. So this looks like some sort of kickboxing or taekwondo demonstration. Looks like he's got an apple or something on his head. I love these sorts of things. When they go right, they are excellent. But when they go wrong, they go very, very wrong. Let's have a look. Ooh. Oh gosh, I can barely walk. Okay, this is interesting. So you've got a gentleman here in his dogi, which is what we call the traditional martial art dress, by the way. He's wearing swimming goggles on Fox News, which is like one of the biggest news outlets in the US. And is that a car door? No, surely he's not going to punch the window. Okay, I've got to see this.
Get all the information that you need.
Oh my gosh. He hit that and his entire hand just went. Oh gosh, and again. Why are you still going? Okay. First of all, what I don't understand, obviously this is glass, right? So he's put the goggles on to protect his eyes. But even if he breaks through this, he's going to absolutely ruin his hand. He's going to cut it into pieces. I think he forgot about the the veins on his wrist. Oh my gosh.
That is a tough door.
That is a tough door. Brilliant. I mean, listen, our martial arts in general is not very well publicized. It's actually part of the reason why I started doing these videos. We're not football, we're not basketball, we're not boxing. There is not enough money involved in what we do for people to want to publicize it and expose it so much. So when you get a platform like a national news channel to be able to demonstrate what you can do and what we can do as martial artists, please choose to do something you know you can do and do well. I mean, you're representing all of us here, right? Take the opportunity, please. Okay, so I think that's enough for today. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'm actually going to start doing a lot of different things from here. So a lot of friends, competitors and students of mine have asked me to react to different martial art tournaments, knockouts, lots of different things. So if you have any ideas at all, please write it down below in the comment section. Or I do have Instagram, so feel free to message me on there anytime. So thank you very much and have a lovely end to your weekend.